I'm Mark Moneypenny. This is my introductory video for EDL 851. My personal life, I have been married now for 21 years. It'll be 22 years this come July. My wife and I, we have two children. My son there in the middle, he's going to be in the 7th grade next year. And my daughter, she is going to be just starting the 6th grade next year, first year of middle school. She's really excited about that. I graduated with a BA in kinesiology from Western State College in Colorado. I spend most of my free time with my family. We love doing things outdoors, playing games, just doing multiple things together. I love the game of basketball. I grew up playing the game of basketball. I've coached for a number of years. My family and I, we are big KU fans, and being in the middle of Wildcat country, that kind of has some tension in certain spots in the year, especially during basketball season, and hopefully this year in football season. My professional experience, I'm a teacher for USD 475, where I've done my entire teaching career. This is my 21st year of teaching. I just completed. I'm an elementary PE teacher for 17 years. I did that for 10 years, and I went to the high school for 4 years, and then for the past 7 years, I went back to the elementary school. I've coached basketball and track all the way from the basketball from the elementary level as far as the little feeder program. I've coached at both middle schools and at the high school. I coached track just at the middle school. I really enjoyed that. I was a team leader for the elementary PE department for a number of years. I was also the chairperson for multiple building level committees over the past number of years. And I've served on many district level committees, and I'm now up for my next teaching adventure. I'm actually leaving the PE world, and I'm going to be the careers teacher at Junction City Middle School next year. It's actually a very good experience. I actually just accepted the position yesterday. Why I want to be a principal? I feel there's a sense of wanting to do more to help students and the teachers, and be a voice for the teachers. I don't want to be one of the principals just trying to be the dictator and try to rule over everyone, just saying this is how it's going to be. I've worked for many different principals over the years, seeing many different styles, and just trying to, basically all my principals have been there for the teachers and just trying to just get their input, and it just makes the teaching environment and the school environment and the learning environment just a much better place to be, and bring communities together. In our community, we are right on Fort Riley, Kansas, and we also have Milford, Grandview, and Junction City. So we have all these communities we kind of are trying to just merge together, and sometimes people see a separate community between Fort Riley and Junction City. And I also want to bring families together. We have a lot of families that are just here for just a little while, maybe 1-2 years, sometimes even shorter. We have, I think, throughout my elementary teaching career, I've only had a handful of students actually make it all the way from kindergarten to 5th grade. Usually it's some kids are only there for 2 months, some kids are there for 2 years. And I also want to instill a family atmosphere, trying to bring not only the families into the school, and I also want to have the faculty and the staff feel like we're all just one big family. We all work together. That's where I've actually had my best experiences as teaching, is when everyone can just kind of lean on each other. You can go to anyone at any time. And I've also wanted to be a principal for a long time. This is now just the time is right. I took a break from coaching so I can go back to school, and I just kind of just want to basically spread my wings and just see what other options there are out there, because I really just like trying to be able to help a whole bunch of people. My supervisory responsibilities, through my coaching career, I was the head coach at the high school for 4 years, and I had 7 or 8 coaches under me at any given time, and I was responsible for actually supervising them. And that was just at the high school level. And then at the middle school levels, I was the lead coach, where I was also responsible for the other coaches underneath me, and making sure everyone's doing their responsibilities, watching managers, watching players. And that was actually just a great experience, because it made me actually aware of just trying to see how just bring all the programs together. And being a team leader for a number of years, I was actually overseeing all of the, I believe at the time there were 16 elementary schools. We've had over the years, we've closed a couple of them down, so now we're down to 14. And as far as committees, I have been the chairperson for a number of committees, just making sure that everyone is on the same page, doing what we need to do for the school and whatever purpose we're serving. And as the team leader for all the years that I was conducting professional development days and actually bringing both high school and the middle schools together, all the teachers. And I mean, at the time it was probably around 20, 24 teachers conducting professional development, making sure everyone's on the same page, bringing curriculum and everything together. My experience with my past evaluations, over the 21 years I've had so many evaluations I can't even remember just how many. I've always had good experiences with my evaluations. I never had a bad experience. I actually enjoy when the people actually come in and watch the classrooms. And over the years, I've had approximately 8 different principals evaluate me. When I was at the high school, we have academy system, and there was 4 principals, one over each academy, and then we also had the administrative principal who oversaw the entire school. And over those years, I had all of those principals come in and evaluate. And over my elementary time, I worked at a number of schools, and all of those principals have come in, and I've actually just love it when they come in. Sometimes they just come in and when they walk through, they just think what they see is just chaos. But when they actually just stop and watch, they can just kind of see how you're controlling 25, 26 kindergartners at one time, trying to get them all doing what they're supposed to do. And I've had multiple walkthroughs over the years. Over the past few years, we have a formal walkthrough where you have different people from administration come through. They're in your classroom for about 10 minutes. They all have their electronic device, and they're just basically checking off everything they see in your classroom. And you actually get instant results from that because they hit send, and you have it in your email, and they can actually just tell you what they saw and how many times you did certain things. Classroom, I always had a constant hallway through my classroom, different administrators, different teachers, everyone and anyone walk through. I've had multiple people, like superintendents, walk through, other people on the administrative field. Actually, a pretty cool thing is I got to meet our brand new superintendent this past year. As he walked through my classroom, he actually stopped and was playing with the kids, and he actually even was talking to some kids having a little bit of an argument. And it was actually a kindergarten class at the time, and he just kind of looked at me, and we just kind of had a good chuckle together because he had just, I don't know if he was actually expecting to help out with the discipline issue, and it actually wasn't anything major. It was just 2 kids just kind of just not getting along. And I always invite anyone and everyone into the classroom at any time, parents, teachers, different administrators. I just love it when people come in and actually see what we do in the PE field, because it's not, a lot of people just think it's roll out the balls and play, and it's really not. We have a structured system that we do. And that's about it for my evaluations. Thank you very much, and I really look forward to the rest of this class.